Hello everyone, welcome to Arc Astro Science, and today in this video I will discuss the monthly horoscope for the month of August 2021 and how the planets are playing their role in this month for all of us. We will discuss in this video for all the zodiac signs, and as I have discussed in my last video regarding how to see the transit, how to see a planetary transit when a planet is changing its sign from one sign to another. Like in this month we have few transits, like on 8th of August Mercury will be shifting to the sign of Leo. At present it is in the sign of Cancer, but on 8th of August it will be changing its sign and it will enter the sign of Leo. On 16th of August Sun is entering its own sign, its own house Leo. It's just like the king is entering its kingdom. Okay, and another transit is, which is very important one, is that Venus is going to get debilitated in the sign of Virgo. At present Venus is in with conjunction with Mars in the sign of Leo, but on 11th of August Venus will enter the sign of Virgo and it will get debilitated. So this month is going to be very significant in terms of the planetary transits, and therefore major shift of energies will be faced by all of us due to these transits in the life of the mankind for all the 12 zodiac signs. But the most important thing and the most beautiful thing is that the sun, the significator of our soul, is entering its own sign Leo. It's just like that, it is the time to take the charge. So this transit is going to be very beautiful one, and overall how the planets are going to play their role in this video we will discuss. So as I have discussed in my last video that we must check the transit from the ascendant and also from the moon sign. From the ascendant, because it is going to happen. The things which is happening in front of us in real time, that can be understood through your ascendant, through your first house. Means how you are experiencing it, how you are looking into it, what is happening in front of you actually. Okay. But how the transits, how the planets are impacting your mind, your emotional state of mind, your psychology, that can be understood from your moon sign. So if you want to check the transit from your moon sign, you are always welcome to check it from your moon sign, because that will be saying you, that will be giving you a clear picture regarding how your emotions, how your mind is going to play its own game due to these transits or due to the placement of the planets in their sign at present in the planetary transits. And if you are checking it from the ascendant, then you will understand that what is actually going to happen, what results are happening in front of us, because what we think and what actually happens may not be the same, and sometimes it becomes same, it becomes, means we feel that yes, I thought of it and it happened. So it can be in your favor, it can be, may not be in your favor. So you have to check from both the things. But first of all, I will say you that check the transit from the ascendant and then check it from the moon sign to get a clear idea. And anytime if you want a consultation from me, check the links in the description section. Come, let us start the monthly horoscope for the month of August 2021. For the Aries people, Mars and Venus will be transiting in your 5th house in the sign of Leo, and this will be creating not only a Raj Yoga but also a Dhan Yoga at the same time. And due to this, you will be having good opportunity to have gains through speculative business or any kind of speculation. You will be having opportunities to make new investment or new decision regarding your business and finance. Okay. And since it is transiting through your 5th house, so you will be having more enthusiasm, and you will be acting very promptly regarding your creative talents in order to put forward in front of whole world, to learn something, to do something new in your own way which you wanted to do before, but now you will get the proper opportunity to work on all these things. There is a chance of getting into a relationship, a lovely and romantic relationship, because of this transit of Mars and Venus through your 5th house. On 11th of August, Venus will enter the sign of Virgo and it will get debilitated. So that will be the time when you have to be very specific and very thoughtful regarding your bonding with your family, your financial matters, your wealth, and the most important part is be very careful regarding the health of your spouse and any matter related to your marriage, because Venus is not only the significator of 7,000 spouse, it is also your seventh lord. Okay, so you have to be very careful regarding when Venus enters the sign of Virgo after 11th of August. So this is the most important thing regarding this transit of Mars and Venus. At present, Sun and Mercury is transiting in your fourth house. So now you will be taking more interest regarding your family matters, regarding any decision making. You will be having a very authoritative position at your home, at your homely matters. Okay, because of this transit of Sun and Mercury together in the fourth house, if you are learning something, if you are related to education, or suppose if you are a student, you are in school or college, whatever it is, then this transit will be good for you. This transit will be good for your education, to learn something new. It will directly influence your intelligence. Since Sun is your fifth lord coming into the fourth house, this will be giving rise to a Raj Yoga, and it is looking into your 10th house directly, so it will also favor your career. This transit of Sun and Mercury together will be beneficial for your career. But since Mercury is your sixth lord coming into the fourth house, so I will say, while looking into the family matters, this can also give rise to some kind of conflicts. Some kind of conflicts may erupt in your life suddenly, which you will be trying to solve because of this presence of Mercury. Now, on 8th of August, Mercury will enter the sign of Leo. So, that time, this transit of Mercury will be far more better, I will say, because this will be much more like creative intelligence. You will use your intelligence to learn something, to enhance or sharpen your creativity. Whatever creativity you have, you may be a very good speaker, you may be a very good poet, you can be a very good writer, you can be a very good orator. So whatever skills you have, that skills will be enhanced because of this transit of Mercury through your fifth house. And on 16th of August, Sun will enter the sign of Leo, and that transit will be a very powerful transit. It's just like the king is entering its kingdom, the king is entering its own den. So that will give more power to your ascendant, more power to your whole horoscope, because Sun is your fifth lord. It is a benefic planet for the Aries people. So this will not only give you a good insight towards your health, towards your creativity, towards a very good relationship with your father and your elders, but also it will be beneficial for your children also, because fifth house is the house of children. So your relationship with your children will be better because of this transit of Sun in its own house. You will be able to learn new things. It will enhance your intelligence at a spiritual level and also at the material level because of the presence of Mercury. And only one thing you have to be very careful is that you have to take care of your ego. Means whatever you know, whatever knowledge you are trying to gain, or whatever knowledge system or information system you have to be very careful regarding that you don't fall into any kind of debate or argument regarding that. Only that thing you have to be very careful, because if you do so, then this will directly impact your peace of mind. Means since fifth house is second from the fourth house, so it will impact your mental peace. Okay, so it can lead to some kind of anxiety or irritation. So you don't need to go into any kind of debate or argument. Just focus on learning new things and implementing those things in your life in your own independent way, because Sun is inherently very independent planet. It's a independent nature of the Sun which makes it different from all the planets. It is the king of the solar system, and that energy will be impacted in your life because of this transit of Sun and Mercury together through your fifth house. Rahu and Ketu will be continuing to transit in the sign of Taurus and Scorpio respectively, which will actually give you more power to have to take proper decision regarding your family, wealth and finance. Jupiter and Saturn will be retrograde and will be in their respective position in the sign of Aquarius and Capricorn respectively. because of this transit of Jupiter and Saturn in the retrograde motion, I will say you that now you have to be working, means your karma should be in accordance to righteousness, means dharma. Okay, because when you do that, then only you can actually understand, you can focus on the correct things of your life. And finally, when Jupiter becomes direct and enters the sign of Aquarius again in the month of November, that time you will see that this Jupiter will give you more gains. So now this is the time to work on your karma, to give more commitment and patience. Have the patience regarding your job and career, because nothing goes in vain. This will pay you back multiple folds when these planets become direct and becomes much more dignified, because the time will change and you will see that good times are in the way. So that's it for the Aries people. For the Taurus people, at present, Sun and Mercury will be transiting in the sign of Cancer in the third house. Now, this transit of Sun and Mercury in the third house, I will say it's a very good transit, because this transit will not only enhance your hobbies, your courage, your power of taking the decisions in order to putting forward your energies and actions in the correct way, but also it will enhance your communication. Only one thing I will say, that since Mercury is also the significator of communication and it is transiting through the third house, since it is now transiting over the sign of Cancer, don't say anything or out of your emotions, out of your impulsion. Don't communicate or say something suddenly in front of the whole world, in front of your relatives, friends, neighborhood, siblings. Okay, because that can lead to some kind of problem. That can lead to, means you may feel that out of your emotions you said something, but later on you may feel that I shouldn't have done so, because it is the intelligence. Now intelligence should be practical. That is what Mercury, how it works, but now it is under the trap of emotion in the sign of Cancer. So you have to be very careful regarding that. Otherwise, I will say that this transit is going to be very good one, especially suppose if you are an author. So this is the time, suppose if you are writing a novel, so now you can use that emotion to write it. Or suppose if you are related to any kind of Mercurian jobs, it can be publishing, it can be, you can be a counselor, you can be a consultant. Okay, so these are the things where Mercury will give you more better results, because you see, now you are applying your intelligence with your emotions, means now you are, if you take it in a positive way, I will say, because negatively it may create problems in your life, but if you take it in a positive way, then I will say that since it is the house of efforts, third house, it is going to give you very good results. Just work at your particular field in a more prompt way, because Sun is showing you the direction. And on 8th of August, this Mercury will enter the sign of Leo in the fourth house. So that time this Mercury will be far more better, I will say, because this Mercury will help in your education, will also resolve the problems of the family, and also make sure that it is taking care of all the communications and all the problem solvings related to your homely environment, your relationship with your mother, with your father, with your family members will be far more better. And Sun will be entering the sign of Leo in your fourth house in the 16th of August. Now, Sun is your fourth lord. Normally, the transit of Sun through the fourth house is normally not considered very good, because Sun is a very hot planet and fourth house is the house of peace of mind. But since here Sun is the fourth lord itself, so this transit will be a good one, I will say. No matter whatever happens, but this Sun will be taking care of all the happiness index of your life. Means now you will be focused on those things which actually provides you happiness. So this time you will be, this is the process of elimination, I will say. This is the process of elimination, because now you will eliminate all those things from your life which were creating problems, which were actually interfering with your peace of mind. So now you will be very focused regarding those things, regarding those peoples who actually thinks about you, who actually cares about you, or anything which actually makes you happy. So this Sun and Mercury together will actually enhance your happiness factor in your life, I will say. At present, Mars and Venus is transiting through the fourth house, although Mars is the seventh lord. Now, transit of seventh lord through the fourth house is really very good, I will say. Although Mars is a malefic planet, transit of a malefic planet in the fourth house is not considered good, but this Mars and Venus will actually try to resolve all the conflicts regarding which was creating problem in your marital life, which was also creating problem at your domestic life. So they will actually remove the conflicts. They are not here to create problems, in fact they are here to remove the conflicts. So that is the reason you have to choose that what you are actually selecting in your life. You have to be very choosy, because if you think that you are wasting your energy in certain things, just be very careful. Okay. Although on 11th of August, Venus will enter the sign of Virgo, it will get debilitated. But since it is transiting through the fifth house, I will say that it will be good regarding your creativity and your creative talents. But since it is getting debilitated, so you have to work hard more. You may feel that I have those creative talents or I love these things, but suddenly you may feel that I don't want to do all these things. Suddenly you may feel that this is not for me. So this is the time when Venus is actually testing you, that do you really love what talents you have or what things you are having inherently, what you actually want to do you really have that love and likings towards that? This is what Venus is testing you. So this is the testing phase. If you really go through this, because very soon after that Venus will enter the sign of Libra. When Venus will enter the sign of Libra, that time you will see that how your talents will come forward in front of the world, in towards the service of the world, because Libra will be your sixth house. So this is how the transits actually goes on. Rahu will be transiting through your first house, and it will enhance your confidence in front of the whole world. And since Ketu is transiting through your seventh house, so now you will be focused more on your own personality. Jupiter will be transiting in your 10th house, and it will be getting retrograde. So now you have to be very careful regarding how you work, how you present yourself in front of the whole world. You have to be very much righteous in your nature. You may feel that you need to learn certain things in order to present yourself in front of the working environment or whatever work you do. Try to learn new things, try to learn new skill sets, because that will be helpful in front of the authority, in front of your superiors. And this is what this Jupiter is actually trying to say you. Saturn will be retrograde in your ninth house, so now you will be getting opportunity to start the religious customs, religious rituals, or your affection and love and compassion towards the religion or towards the dharma, towards your father elders, will be much more easier in front of you. And it will be automatically, you will feel that you should give importance to those things of your life, because that will give you peace of your mind. Because Saturn is also your ninth lord, it is also your 10th lord. So since it is transiting through the ninth house, so now you will be much more prone to gain new religious knowledges, new higher knowledges, or visit to the spiritual places or religious places, getting more opportunity to talk to your father, talk to your elders. Okay, so this will be a very good time for all of you. So that's it for the Taurus people. For the Gemini people, at present Sun and Mercury will be transiting through your second house. Now, since Mercury and Sun both are transiting through the second house, here I will say the first thing, that you have to be very careful regarding your expenses, because Sun is a kingly planet. It's the king of the solar system. So out of your ego, out of your impulsion, don't make sudden expenses. This is the first thing which I will say. Since Mercury is the first lord coming into the second house, that will be good, because now you will be taking your financial decision, your focus towards your family will increase. But since it is a emotional sign, Cancer is a very emotional sign, so out of your emotion, out of your that passion, or you may feel that suddenly that something happens in front of you in your family, and out of your emotion you say something. You have to be very careful regarding that. Okay, but on 8th of August, when Mercury enters the sign of Leo, and on 16th of August when Sun enters the sign of Leo, that time this Sun and Mercury will be a super transit for all of you, I will say, because this transit of Sun and Mercury will not only enhance your courage, your passion, your love towards your hobbies, it will also make sure that the communication which you want to actually make in front of the world, or whatever things which you actually love to do, that will be helpful, specifically if you are a person who are related to the career or job related to Sun, related to Mercury, then this transit is going to be very good, I'm saying. Suppose if you are a writer, suppose if you are a poet, or suppose you are related to publishing industry, you are a teacher, even if you are a student, this transit is going to be very good. Suppose if you are a government servant, suppose you are at a very high post, you are at a authoritative post, this transit is going to be super, I will say. Whatever work you wanted to do, whatever thing you wanted to undertake, you wanted to concentrate and focus on, this transit will be giving you all the good results in your life, because of the Sun and Mercury coming into your third house, and Sun will be in its own sign. So Sun knows what efforts to do, where to do, how much to do, because the king will not waste its efforts here and there. He knows what is the correct thing to do. So this Sun will be very good for you, specifically when it is transiting through its own house, own kingdom. At present, Mars and Venus is transiting in the sign of Leo. I will say this transit also is also very good for you. It is good for your hobbies, it is good for your energies and actions. It will increase your courage. And since Mars is a very impulsive and aggressive planet, so third house is also the house of communication. So during this transit, when Mars is transiting over the sign of Leo, only take care that you don't communicate in a very harsh tone, or make sure that you don't get into any kind of conflicts because of what you speak, because of what you say, because third house deals with the immediate environment. It can be your family, neighborhood, your friends, your siblings, means whom you meet very often. Otherwise this transit is going to be very good one, because now what you say, you will be saying it, or whatever you do, you will be doing it with full energy. Your energy, your actions will be speaking for you. You don't need to speak, your actions will speak for you. This is what this Venus is, this Mars is actually focusing, and this Venus will enhance your creativity. Like suppose if you have any creative talents, if you are having any hobbies, and you thought to start it, Mars will give you the energy, and Venus will give you the love and passion for it. You will see that how the life changes very beautifully in front of you. And when Venus enters the sign of Virgo in the fourth house, although the transit of Venus through the fourth house is a very good one, but since it is getting debilitated, it has the lordship of fifth house, and fifth house is a very good house. So it's inherently a very good planet for the Gemini people, but it is getting debilitated. So now you have to be very careful regarding your homely matters, regarding your domestic affairs, and also regarding your personality, because it is transiting over the sign of Mercury, and Gemini is also ruled by Mercury. Venus rules over the 5th house and 12th house. So you have to be very careful regarding your education, regarding your creative talents also. How you interact, how you mix with your progeny, with your children, how you communicate with them, how you talk to them. Everything has to be taken care very carefully regarding during this transit. Again I will say that this transit, see, that transit of Venus through the 4th house is normally considered very good, but now it is getting debilitated. So only for this time I will say, although this transit is going to be very shorter one, but still in this shorter interval time also, be very careful regarding these matters. Otherwise this can create some kind of problem. So don't be very critical regarding your homely matters. Why it is that, why it is not that. Don't do all these things. This will create some kind of problems. You will feel that your happiness index is going down. Later on you will feel that you shouldn't have done all those things. You will feel later on. Okay, so be very careful regarding all those things. Rahu will be transiting through the 12th house, so you will be spiritually and spiritually connected to the spiritual world, or you can take up some spiritual way of life. You can get into some learn some occult science, because Saturn will be transiting in the retrograde motion in the 8th house. So it will also make you spiritual. It will also make you very committed, disciplined towards any kind of research, or any, suppose if you are doing some research, or if you want to concentrate at some point of time regarding your studies or anything, so this Saturn will give you a very good result. Your relationship with your in-laws, your marital life, you have to be much more committed. Your patience level will be tested during this time, and don't worry, Saturn will help you to do that. Again, Jupiter will be transiting through your 9th house, so now this will be the time to have a very good relationship with your father, with your elders, with your guru, to learn new things, to learn the higher knowledge of your life. All the things which we normally think of knowing, you will have the best of the best opportunity to know all these things. Okay, so that's it for the Gemini. For the Cancer people, at present Sun and Mercury is transiting through the ascendant, and this transit is really giving you a very good strength, confidence and power, because before this transit Mars was transiting in the sign of Cancer, so that was a very difficult time. I can understand, I know that. But now when Sun and Mercury are transiting over your ascendant, this is definitely going to give you a very good confident life. Now you will be able to take your decisions in a more prompt and independent way. But at the same time I will say you, since Saturn is in opposition, so you will have to be very careful regarding your marital matters also. You have to be very careful regarding your relationship with your spouse and all the aspects of your marriage. You have to be very committed regarding that also. Although Sun will give you the energy to focus on your own life, on your own personality, regarding how the world looks at you, but Saturn will also say that do that, but at the same time take care of your marriage also, take care of your spouse also. Okay, so this is what this transit is actually saying you. At present, Mars and Venus is transiting in your 2nd house in the sign of Leo. Mars is your 5th lord, which is transiting over the 2nd house and creating a Dhan Yoga. So it will help you to take better financial decisions during this time regarding any kind of investment. But one thing you have to be very careful, that don't go for any kind of wasteful expenditure or unwanted expenditure. But yes, since Venus is also transiting over here, so it will be a very good time with your family members, because of this presence of Venus transit over the 2nd house. Very soon on 11th of August, Venus will enter the 3rd house. Now that time you may feel that you may suddenly you may feel that the hobbies or the creative talents which you have, or many kind of things which you wanted to act upon, you may feel that this is not the time, or this is you'd not like to do all these things now. Okay, because you may suddenly be very critical of all those things. You may feel that what is the benefit I am getting out of all this. Okay, so you will be arising many questions. And at the same time, Venus is your 4th and 11th lord, so there can be chances that your happiness index may go down. You may feel that means there are other materialistic sides of the life which can make you happy. Okay, you may go for all those things, but I will say that don't overdo all this, because this transit of Venus in the sign of Virgo is a very shorter transit, and very soon it will enter the sign of Libra. It's a very shorter transit, so be calm and be very normal, because you have to be very careful regarding any kind of things which is related to your domestic happiness. You may feel that the things which I am getting, that is not enough. You may feel like that. Okay, but this is a shorter transit, so you have to be very calm and composed during this time. You have to be very careful that you need to do your job, you need to do your work, and when Venus comes out of its debilitation, that time it will give you much more better result, good results regarding your gains, profits, and obviously domestic happiness. 16th of August, Sun will enter the sign of Leo, and on 8th of August, Mercury will enter the sign of Leo. So that time, this combination of Sun, Mercury, and Mars in the sign of Leo in the second house, that will be much more better as far as your finance is concerned, because Sun is your second lord, being conjunct with the fifth lord, Mars, and Mercury is the significator of finance, trade, business. Okay, so that time it will help you take the financial decisions more promptly. You will be having more proper insights regarding taking any decision, means where to invest the money, how to invest the money, what are the possible ways. Okay, so that will give you more proper ideas, and you will also see that gain of wealth, incoming of wealth is also getting much more easy. Okay, because that time you will be able to understand that how much finance, where to keep, and how to do. Okay, your bonding with your family members will also improve, because Sun is your second lord, so you will feel that your family is supporting you, you are getting help from your family, and any kind of decisions regarding your family matters or wealth or finance, you will get help from your family members. Okay, so that will be a very good time for all of you. Jupiter will be transiting in your 8th house, so it will give you that spiritual wisdom. You will be able to learn new things. Jupiter will be aspecting your 4th house, that will be good thing for your home. That will actually increase your happiness index. Jupiter will also impact your 12th house of spirituality. So, suppose if you are interested in spiritual way of life, or if you are trying to learn some hidden knowledge or occult science, or religious knowledge or science, so this will be a very good time. Rahu will be continuing to transit in your 11th house, so this Rahu will take care of um, your gains, your network circle in a very good way. So that's it for the sign of Cancer for the month of August. For the Leo people, at present Sun and Mercury is transiting in the 12th house in the sign of Cancer. So this transit of Sun in the 12th house will actually emphasis more on your spiritual well-being, to learn new things spiritually, to have a spiritual way of living. And since Mercury is also present over there, Mercury will use its intelligence to learn certain things. But since Mercury originally, the transit of Mercury in the 12th house is not so good, so I will say that you have to be very careful regarding how you speak, what you communicate. Don't hide anything in front of the world. Means, suppose you are thinking that this is the thing which is not so important to say, so it can lead to some kind of miscommunication. So that is what I will say for the transit of Mercury in the 12th house. Sun, since it is your Lagna Lord, so I will say you that since it is transiting through your 12th house, be very careful regarding your health, be very careful regarding how you act in front of the world, because 12th house is the house of loss. So don't do anything which can make loss of your fame and reputation, because Sun is also the significator of fame and reputation. Another thing is that Sun is the significator of the 10th house. Okay, and 10th house is your overall karma, your career, your profession, your boss, your superiors, your authority. Sun is your vitality. So you have to be very careful regarding all those things when Sun is transiting through your 12th house. But the most important part is not yet over. Sun and Mercury will enter the sign of Leo. Mercury will enter on 8th of August. Sun will enter the sign of Leo on 16th of August. So that time you will see that how beautiful this transit becomes for you. This time when Sun will enter the sign of Leo, it will be entering its own house in the first house, giving you more power, more strength, more confidence in front of the whole world. Independently you will be able to take all the decisions of your life, and you will see that how beautifully the life changes in front of you. You will have the fame, reputation, your general intelligence will rise, people will respect you, people will know you for your intelligence because of this presence of this Mercury along with Sun. And since Mercury is also your second lord, you will be able to take your decision making regarding your wealth and finance, which you were unable to think of when Mercury was transiting in the 12th house. But now it will be very easier for you. At present, Mars and Venus is transiting through your first house. This Mars is giving you the power, giving you the authority to do something in front of the world, which you actually wanted to do. This Venus is actually giving you a very charismatic personality in front of the whole world. It is making you lovable in front of the whole world. Now people want to talk to you. People want to have a minute to spend with you because of this presence of this Venus. Venus will enter the sign of Virgo on 11th of August very soon. That time it will get debilitated. And you see, when Venus is transiting through the second house, it is normally considered very good because it will make you attached with your family. It will give you a very good life, very good attachment, good bonding with your family. Your decision making with your regarding your wealth and finance will be good. But now this Venus is getting debilitated. Venus is your 10th and 3rd lord. So since it is getting debilitated in the second house, so suddenly you may feel problems or difficulty regarding your career. You may also feel problem regarding how you bond or how you attach with your family members. Your decision making regarding your wealth, your finance, your efforts, your actions, your hobbies, your creative talents, you may suddenly feel questions about all those things. So I will say that during all those for all those aspects regarding your career, your hobbies, your efforts, your family, wealth, all these things, don't overdo something. Be very careful regarding all these things. Don't take sudden decisions, impulsive decisions. Means you may feel that yes, I have calculated the things. If I do like this, then this will be like that. Don't do. Especially when Venus is getting debilitated in the second house of wealth, speech, family, because that will impact your career and your third house. And also, since it is getting debilitated, I will say you during this point of time, don't do any kind of short travels also, because you may feel that I didn't get the pleasure from this travel. You may feel so, avoid. Okay. Otherwise, Rahu will be transiting through your 10th house, Ketu will be transiting in your 4th house. So you will be focused more at your workplace. You will be taking care of your success at the work arena. You will think of going to the ultimate progress, ultimate success. Jupiter will be transiting in the 7th house. It will be good for your married life. It will be good for your spouse. So try to have a very good connection with your spouse and any kind of thing which you actually wanted to think of regarding how you can make better your marital relationships, your relationship with your wife or husband, or suppose you own a business, then how can you implement new things, a better relationship with your partners, with your business partners. Saturn will be transiting in your 6th house, so this will be making you more service oriented. Now you have to be more service oriented. Suppose if you are working under someone, then your service should be highly committed, your patience level should be high, because this Saturn will pay you, it will pay you back. And suppose there are persons or peoples working under you, then you have to take care of those people also. If you do so, then you will see when Saturn becomes direct, that time you will see how beautifully this Saturn pays you back many folds, good returns. So that's it for the Leo people in the month of August. For the Virgo ascendant people, as at present the Sun and Mercury is transiting in the 11th house, and this will be a very good transit, I will say, because it will give you the proper energy, the proper focus and concentration to make sure that what are the things which can give you proper gains and fulfill your desires, gain of wealth through business, through trading, or through any kind of things which is related to Mercury and Sun. Since Sun is transiting through the 11th house, although it is the 12th lord, still I will say gain of proper health, vitality, recognition by the authorities and superiors can be seen. If you are working with some, or you are associated with some multinational companies, you can have gain through those companies. Or if you are associated with some clients in faraway places, you can have gains through those people also. It will improve your reputation, name, fame in front of the world, in front of your work arena. Your authorities, your superiors will have a good idea regarding you. If you are a orator, teacher, consultant, counselor, even if you are a journalist, you work as a social media person, or suppose you are having some online work regarding to be in communication sector, this transit of Mercury and Sun is going to be very good one. But very soon, on 8th of August, Mercury will enter the sign of Leo, and on 16th of August, Sun will enter the sign of Leo. So that time you will see that since Leo is the own sign, own house for Sun, and it is transiting through the 12th house, so you may feel that you can do your work, or you can achieve your goals when you are in isolation, when you are in some solitude. You may feel that I can visit some faraway place that will help me to achieve my goals, to achieve my final success of my life. So that's a time when you can visit some foreign places, some faraway places. So that will give you more comforts and pleasures in your life. Also, during this time, during this transit of Sun and Mercury together, I will say, you can have some spiritual learnings, some occult and religious learnings. You can visit some spiritual places. You can join with some spiritual communities, some spiritual centers, so as to attain that spiritual way of life. It will give you more power. That subconscious mind will be more strengthened during this transit of Sun and Mercury over your 12th house. But since Mercury is your first lord and 10th lord, 10th lord going into the 12th house, I will say that it can be a chance that you, if you are connected with some multinational company or some foreign clients or something like that, you may get good offer or chances from those people or from those organizations. But since it is the Lagna Lord, you have to be very careful regarding your health. You have to be very careful regarding your wealth. Don't do any kind of unnecessary expenses during this transit. Also, if you feel that I need to say something to someone, then don't hide those things, because it can lead to miscommunication and people may misunderstood you. So that's it for the sign of Leo, for the Sun and Mercury, for the Virgo people. At present, Mars and Venus is transiting through the 12th house. Although Mars is transiting in the sign of Leo, it's friendly sign, it's a good sign, I will say. But since it is the 12th house, I will say that this is not the time that you may feel that I am not getting the recognition for all the actions which I am doing. It is the 12th house of loss. So now you have to do the work, whatever actions you want to take, whatever energy, wherever you want to put. But this is not the time that when you will be getting the recognition for all the things which you are doing. So this is the time when you can do the charity, when you can do something good for the people. That is the universal love, what I say. Most importantly, when Venus is also transiting through that, so Venus will give you that necessary pleasure and comforts in accordance to 12th house, and also it will make you charitable. It will make you feel that yes, whatever you are doing, that is not going in vain, that is not going in loss. Because very soon Mars, when it comes in the sign of Virgo, in the ascendant, so that time you will feel that it is getting that energy, because now that time you will feel that yes, you are getting the energy, you will be getting that confidence. Venus, on 11th of August, Venus will enter the sign of Virgo and it will get debilitated in the Lagna. Although Venus is the 9th and 2nd lord, it is coming into the first house. It is a house wise, it is a very good placement, and it is definitely going to give you good result. But since it is getting debilitated, I will say you that don't be over critical of your own personality over your old self. Don't judge yourself in a critical manner during this time. And also, since Venus is aspecting the 7th house of marriage, so don't be critical of your married life, your marriage partner, your spouse, wife, husband, whosoever it is. Try to maintain that peace and balance in your life. Don't overdo something, because this transit is going to be a shorter one. Very soon Venus will transit away from the sign of Virgo. It will enter the sign of Libra in the 2nd house, and it will give you very good result. So during this point of time, you have to be very careful. Just be normal, just be simple. Don't think of things in a more difficult manner. Just be normal, because that is the only way, out. Okay, don't be very critical of the things. Rahu will be transiting through your 9th house, so it will give you interest towards learning the religious and spiritual stuffs. You may get fascinated towards the foreign rituals, cultures, or even language. Jupiter will be transiting in your 6th house. So Jupiter is your 4th lord and 7th lord. So this transit has to be taken care of, and Jupiter is here retrograde. So be careful regarding your domestic homely matters, regarding your marital matters, also regarding the health of your spouse. Be very careful regarding that. Saturn will be transiting in its own house in the 5th house, getting retrograde. So it is giving you the necessary commitment. It is ensuring that you have the proper endurance and patience towards your education, towards your intelligence. So now it will be making you more committed towards your progeny, towards your creative talents, towards the subjects which you actually like the most. So now you will be acting more maturedly towards the things which you actually love. You will be very careful regarding all those things of your life. So that's it for the Virgo people in the month of August 2021. For the Libra people, the Lagna Lord Venus will be transiting along with Mars in the 11th house in the sign of Leo, and this transit is a very favorable one, because it will make sure that your hopes and wishes are getting fulfilled. Gain of wealth, gain of money, profits are more likely during this transit. And suppose if you are associated with real estate or land and property dealings, so because of this transit of Mars, you will get success in those sector. Suppose if you are associated with some network circle or big networks where you work along with other people in a project, then this transit of Mars and Venus will emphasize on those things and give you a better result, a better aspects can be seen during this transit. All the Venusian activities, now it can be related to cosmetics, clothing, food, restaurant, perfumes, or anything which is related to Venus. If you are associated with those things, then that will be more profitable in your life. Otherwise, since Venus is the Lagna lord transiting through the 11th house of gains, overall this will be a very favorable transit, I will say. This will bring lots and lots of good effects in your life, because it will not only impact your marital relationships in a proper way, it will bring happiness at your domestic sector, but also it will also bring happiness in your personal life also. But on 11th of August, Venus will enter the sign of Virgo. Now Virgo, it is the 12th house for the Libra people, and it is getting debilitated, so it will be a difficult time, I will say. It will be a difficult time, although the transit of Venus through the sign of Virgo will not be a very longer period, because Venus is a fast moving planet. So during that short period, you have to take care of your health, you have to take care of your wealth, you have to take care of all the luxurious and convenience items which you possess. You have to be very careful regarding your marriage, your relationship with your spouse, and all the relationships overall during this period. Most importantly, you have to be very careful regarding your personality. This is more important for the Libra people. Okay. At present, Sun and Mercury is transiting through your 10th house, and this transit is a very welcome transit. Sun is getting directional strength, and Mercury along with that is enhancing the fortune at your career and profession. So this will be a very good transit, and it will bring good success. It will recognize your work, your success in front of your boss. Not only that, on 8th of August, Mercury will enter the sign of Leo, the 11th house, and on 16th of August, Sun will enter the sign of Leo, that is the 11th house. So again, that transit will also be very good. When Sun was in the 10th house, that time you had a proper, better energy, a proper direction towards your work sector. Your association with your authorities and superiors were very easy. But now when it is going into the house of gains, so now you will be getting the benefits of all the work you did when Sun was in the transit in your 10th house. And Mercury, since it is the 9th lord, it is the lord of your fortune, your luck, your divinity, the prosperity, it will enhance, it will give you the success from all round through your fortune and luck. You will feel that luckily you are getting everything done in your life. With little efforts, you are going to get lots and lots of gains. This is the beneficence of this transit of Mercury and Sun through your 11th house. At present, Rahu is transiting through your 8th house, so it will be giving you more impact spiritually and towards the occult side of the life. It will also give you gains through the wealth or property of the other people. Suppose if you are having any contract or something like that, then that can be helpful, because Rahu will give you gains through that. Sudden gains can be seen through that. Jupiter will be transiting in your 5th house, and it will be in retrograde motion. So this will be a very good time to learn new things, to improve your intelligence through proper wisdom. Your relationship with your progeny, children, will be much more better. Your creative talents will be emphasized. Since it is retrograde, so it will be more better opportunity to learn and be perfect regarding your creative talents. Although Venus is getting debilitated, but the aspect of Jupiter on the sign of Libra will be more beautiful. Your personality in front of the world will be improved because of this transit of Jupiter. It will aspect it. Not only that, Jupiter will also aspect the 11th house and the 9th house. It will impact your gains. When Sun enters the sign of Leo, it will get the direct aspect of Jupiter. So it will be a blessing. Although Jupiter is the sixth lord, but it will be it you can consider it at blessing in a disguise. Because when Sun enters the 11th house for the Libra people, actually it is entering its own house. So it will give more better result because now it knows that how to control the gains and profit. Okay. Jupiter will also impact your 9th house, so it will enhance your luck, fortune, your relationship with your father, with your guru, with your elders will be more better because of this transit of Jupiter. Your inclination towards the religious activities will be good because of this transit of Jupiter. Saturn will be at present in retrograde motion transiting through your 4th house in the sign of Capricorn, its own house. So since it is the 4th lord, it is a very good transit, I will say. Since it is retrograde, so matters related to your home, matters related to your domestic happiness, so that can pop up. You have to take care of those things because Saturn is saying that when you are taking responsibility of those things, when those matters will get resolved, when those conflicts and disputes will get resolved, that time you will understand where your happiness actually is lying, where your happiness is actually hidden. So Saturn is asking you that take the commitment, take the responsibility to settle down the happiness at your home. The domestic peace will rise by that. So if you go through the proper commitment and responsibility which Saturn is asking you to perform, then you will see that how beautifully Saturn gives you the happiness, that is the domestic happiness, because Saturn itself is the 4th lord, it is the bestower of your happiness. Okay, so that's all for the Libra people for the month of August 2021. For the Scorpio people, at present Mars and Venus is transiting in the 10th house, and this is a very good transit, I will say, because this will make you self-independent to take the decisions regarding your career, your profession, or overall karma. It is giving you the proper energy, the proper direction to start the work in a new way, in a new innovative way, because it is in the friendly sign of Leo. It is making a very good Raj Yoga, and most importantly, that dispositor of Mars, that is the Sun, will be in the 9th house. It is creating another Raj Yoga. So it's a very good time, I will say. And Venus, which is also transiting through the 10th house, so it will maintain a very good relationship with your authorities, with your superiors. But very soon, Venus will enter the sign of Virgo in the 11th house, and it will get debilitated. Don't forget that Venus is your 7th and 12th lord. So that will be the time when you have to be very careful that you don't take any such decision which can make some losses, or your relationship with your spouse, your marital matters should be taken care very carefully. Don't be very critical of the things. Make sure that your relationships are taken care of in a proper, better manner. Your decision making should be very careful regarding this time, because any kind of influence which can be by the outer world or by your own self can create some kind of problems in your marital life also, because it is the 7th lord. Although this transit will be a very small, will be a very shorter period, still I will say that take care of this aspect. Otherwise, normally when Venus transits through the 11th house, it normally gives very good result. But since it is getting debilitated, so that's the reason we have to take care of these things in a more better way. At present, Rahu is transiting through your 7th house, so you will be taking care of your partnerships, you will be taking care of your spouse, and you will indulge more in the marital matters. Or this can be giving you very good results if you are under any business contracts or any business affairs or relationships also. It can be very helpful in that case. Saturn will be retrograde in your 3rd house, and this Saturn in the sign of Capricorn, its own sign, will give you more emphasis that you will be doing your hobbies, you will be acting out more energetic, that all your creative talents, how you put your energies, how you put your courage in front of the world should be in a proper balanced manner. It should be in a proper order. You have to be very committed regarding your hobbies. Means when you undertake something, you have to make sure that even if you are slow and steady, still you have to do it slow by slow and you have to complete it. So this Saturn is saying that when you start something, have the courage to finish it. I will give you the time. And that's the reason this Saturn will be very beneficial for you, because it will give you that period of time, that interval of time when you will be able to start new things. So I will say, start things when you are thinking that you have to do it. Start small by small, start by small projects and try to complete it. You will see that you will get more better results because of these things. Jupiter will be transiting through your 4th house, and this Jupiter will be giving you very good results as per as your homely matters, your domestic matters, your peace of mind is concerned. You can have new property, you can have items which are luxurious or which can be convenience, which can increase your conveniences of your life. Okay, this will be a very good transit overall, I will say. Your relationship with your mother will be very good. And this Jupiter will also aspect the 8th house and 12th house, so it will also increase your spiritual inclinations. Because of the aspect of Jupiter over the 10th house, it will also make sure that your relationship with your boss, with your authorities, with your superiors in your work environment is very good. So that's it for the Scorpio people in the month of August 2021. For the Sagittarius people, at present the Lagna Lord Jupiter is transiting in the 3rd house in the retrograde motion. So it is increasing your communication. It is taking care that you communicate very well with your nearby environment, your neighborhood, your friends, relatives, siblings. You will see that there will be an expansion of your surrounding. You will see that suddenly you are getting friends, good friends, relatives, neighborhoods. They will be very much fond of you. This will be a very good time to start new things. Suppose if you want to start a new hobby, you want to learn something new, then this will be a very good time. But since Jupiter is transiting through the 3rd house, so I will say this also increases your patience level, which is a good thing. But at the same time, don't fall in trap of few people who may misuse your patience, who may misuse your endurance level. So don't commit to those projects which you feel that you won't be able to complete on time. Only do those things which you will be able to complete and which you are sure of. Okay, so you have to be very choosy that what work you are choosing and which work you are eliminating. You have to be very careful regarding that. Otherwise, this Jupiter will aspect your 7th house, 11th house and 9th house. So it will increase your increase more better results as far as your marital life is concerned. It will be much more better towards the your luck and fortune is concerned. Your relationship with your spouse will be much more better. Your relationship with your father, guru, elders, there can be a chance of travels, okay, both long distance and short distance. So you have to be very choosy that which things you want to choose, because since it is aspecting the ninth house, so long distance travels can be there, and since it is traveling through the third house, so short distance travel can also be there. And since it is aspecting the 11th house, so it will make sure that you have proper amount of gains through your efforts. So now you have to be very careful that which things to put effort and which things to not, because it will directly look into the house of gains. Saturn will be will be sitting in the second house, transiting through the house of in the second house in the sign of Capricorn in the retrograde motion. So this time, due to this transit of Saturn, you have to be very careful regarding your family matters, your relationship with your family members, your possessions, your conveniences, your luxuries, your wealth, finance, and what you say, what you speak. Be very careful regarding what you say, what you speak, because since Saturn is retrograde and it is the second lord itself, so make sure that you take the responsibility of what you say. So be very careful and very perfect regarding those things. Any decision making regarding your wealth and finance has to be done with proper care. Unwanted expenses has to be cut down during this transit. Rahu will be transiting in your 6th house, so this will be a very good time. It will make sure that you get proper name, fame, and proper success at your service area. It will cut down your enemies. It will give you victories over your opponents. If you are under any authority or superior, then it will maintain a very good relationship with them. Your impact in front of your subordinates or the co-workers will be much more better. So this transit will be a very good one overall, I will say. At present, Sun and Mercury is transiting through your 8th house. Because of this transit, I will say that since Sun is the significator of our soul, vitality, our overall spiritual and enlightening energy, it is transiting through the 8th house. So the first thing which I will say that take care of your health. Sun is also your 9th lord, that is the lord of your luck, fortune, divinity, higher spiritual knowledge. It is coming back to its 8th house, 12th from it. So this transit has to be taken care very carefully, means I will say with more caution. Make sure that you do not do anything which can make loss of your name, fame, and reputation. Also make sure that your relationship with your boss, authorities during this transit has to be maintained properly. Because don't forget, very soon this sun will enter the 9th house, its own house, the sign of Leo. That time this sun will give you very good result. Means on 16th of August it is entering the sign of Leo in your 9th house. It is the 9th lord itself. So that time this sun will be more beneficial. It will make sure that your luck and fortune will work by your way. It will take care of all those things which were previously impacting your life in a negative way. So now it will take care of all those things. It will become very strong, and you see, sun is the king of the solar system. When it becomes very strong, it takes care of everything. King knows where to put the energy, where to do what, how to and when to. King knows. So now sun will control the chart after 16th of August when it is entering the 9th house. And on 6th of August, Mercury will also enter the 9th house. Mercury is your 10th lord. So this Mercury and Sun together in the 9th house will make a very powerful Raj Yoga. This will not only benefit your career, this will also benefit your overall karma. Means now you will do only those things which are righteous, which are in accordance to dharma. So that time you will see that whatever work you do, you get a better results for that. You will see that suddenly the luck is favoring you. You will see that now the communication with your father, with your guru, with your elder will be much more better. You will learn new things, the higher philosophical and spiritual ideas. You may visit religious places, you may meet with religious peoples. You may even start new things, new hobbies because of the aspect of Sun and Mercury over the 3rd house where Jupiter is sitting. You see how beautiful it is. Jupiter, the significator of the 9th lord, aspecting the 9th house along with the 9th lord and the 10th lord. It's a beautiful thing, I will say. In fact, this transit is going to be a most powerful one as far as Sagittarius people is concerned in this whole year, I will say. One of the best. At present, Mars and Venus is transiting through your 9th house. Mars is your 5th lord coming into the 9th house. That is a very good thing. Venus is your 11th lord coming into the 9th house, creating a Dhan Yoga. So this will improve your marital relationships. It will improve your domestic happiness. But on 11th of August, Venus will enter the 10th house and it will get debilitated. So that time you have to be very careful, because since 10th house is the house of karma and Venus is getting debilitated over there, and Venus is your 11th lord. So on 11th of August, when Venus enters the sign of Virgo, from that time, although it is going to be a very shorter transit, but still I will say, because of this transit of Venus, make sure that your relationship with your boss, authority, or with anyone in your working environment, co-workers, it should be very good. Do not be self-critical of your job or career or whatever work you do. Do not overdo anything. You may feel that whatever work I am doing, I am not getting the gains. I am doing so much, but still I am not getting the gains. You may feel during that time when Venus is transiting in a debilitated mode through your 10th house, you may feel such things. But don't worry, very soon this Venus will also enter the sign of Libra in your 11th house, and that time you will see that how this Venus is giving you the proper gains. So this is a testing period. Without thinking anything wrong, just do your work. Don't forget, this transit is a very shorter one, and then after when Venus enters the sign of Libra, you will see how better results this Venus is giving to you. So that's it for the Sagittarius people for the month of August 2021. For the Capricorn people, at present Saturn, the Lagna Lord, is transiting over the first house in its own house, own sign in the retrograde motion. So it is giving you a very strong personality. Also at the same time, it is also increasing your responsibility towards yourself, towards the other people also, because it is looking into the 7th house. It is making you more committed. But since Saturn is transiting over the first house in the retrograde motion, I will say you that take the responsibilities, start the work, whatever work you want to do, whatever decision making you want to do regarding this time, but do in such a way that you take on smaller projects, smaller steps. Be slow and steady, because as soon as you complete certain things, you will be getting that energy, you will be getting that confidence to start another thing. So it will make you perfect. So work on smaller projects. Another thing, since it will be looking into your third house, seventh house and 10th house, so you have to be very careful, very committed regarding your hobbies, regarding your marriage aspect, and also regarding your career and profession. Okay. Jupiter will be transiting in your second house in the retrograde motion. Although the transit of Jupiter through the second house is normally considered very good, because Jupiter is the significator of wealth. It is the significator of the second house. So it is transiting through the second house. Because of this transit, it will make sure that you have the wealth, invest it properly, make sure that you are doing all the decisions regarding your finance, wealth, money in a proper way, because it is getting retrograde. So it will be teaching you new things, how to invest it properly in a better manner. What are the possible ways to resolve the family matters in order to increase the family bonding more better? It will improve your communication and speech regarding what you say, what you speak. So this transit will be a very good one, both spiritually and materialistically also. Because since it is transiting through the second house of wealth, it will make sure that you invest or make decisions regarding your finance in a proper way. It will also aspect the 8th house of spiritual inclinations. So if you want to learn certain things, if you want to know certain things, some occult side of the life, some spiritual path of learning, so it will give you those aspects in a proper manner also. It will impact your 6th house and 10th house. So it will also take care of your enemies, of your debts, only by making sure that you do your work in a proper manner, because it will be aspecting the 10th house. Rahu will be transiting in your 5th house, so this will be a very good transit, I will say, in order of your creative talents, to learn certain things. You can also learn about the other culture also, other customs and rituals also, since it is the house of 5th house of intelligence, and it also deals with ancient scriptures. So this will be helpful to in order for your learning also. Because of this transit of Rahu, your relationship with your progeny and children will also be good one. But only one thing you have to be very careful, that since Rahu is transiting over the 5th house, so there can be some kind of mental anxiety or some peace of mind can get afflicted, because you may feel that at certain times you may feel that your progeny or children is getting over demanding, or they are asking you for certain things which you are unable to provide, or which is creating problems in your life because of this Rahu. Because Rahu is that obsession, to get certain things, and since it is transiting over that 5th house, so it may happen. Sun and Mercury will be transiting at present in the 7th house. So this will be the time when you have to be very careful regarding your communication with your spouse, wife, husband, your business partners, regarding any kind of contracts which you want to undertake with the other people, with any kind of partnerships. You have to be very careful regarding that. Don't go for any disputes during this time, which can lead to arguments. In fact, this is the time when you have to be very cooperative. You have to cooperate, you have to learn to cooperate, and also don't hesitate to take help from the other people. It is not like that we know everything. We don't know everything. And that's the reason when our spouse, wife or husband can help us. So this is not the time to sow the ego. In fact, it is the time of cooperation. But very soon, Sun and Mercury will enter the sign of 8th house, that is the sign of Leo, your 8th house. Sun will enter it on 16th of August. Mercury will enter a bit before 8th of August. So Transit of Mercury in the 8th house. Normally, this transit is considered to be very good because Mercury helps us to know the hidden aspect of our life. This transit of Mercury makes us to think in a more perfect manner, in a more slow manner, so that we can understand certain things which we were unable to understand before. To resolve the conflicts, the disputes, when Mercury was transiting in the 7th house. But the transit of Sun in the 8th house, I will say that although it is the 8th lord, it is making the 8th house much more prominent and strong. Still, I will say that take care of your health. And since 8th house lord is transiting through the 8th house, so it is a really very good time. If you want to know some occult knowledge, spiritual knowledge, or you want to start a spiritual way of living, this will be a very good time. This will really prove to be very beneficial for that aspect of your life. Because of this transit of Sun through the 8th house, as the 8th lord, you can also have gain from inheritance, sudden gains from insurance or something like that. Okay. At present, Mars and Venus is transiting through your 8th house, and transit of Mars through the 8th house, I will say that it has to be taken care very carefully. Out of your impulsive judgment or aggression, don't do any work, don't do any kind of actions. This can lead to injuries, this can lead to accidents. Be very careful regarding how you act, how you speak, because it will impact your 2nd house. Make sure that you don't do any unwanted expenses. This also goes for the Sun. When Sun enters the 8th house, both Mars and Sun will aspect the 2nd house. Don't make any unwanted expenses. Be very careful regarding that. Although Venus will also transit through the 8th house, Venus will make sure that it is making a good relationship with your in-laws, with your marital matters and affairs. But very soon, Venus will enter the 9th house and it will get debilitated. Venus is your 5th lord, Venus is your 10th lord. So you may feel that luck is not favoring as far as your career and profession is concerned. Or suddenly you may feel that your luck and fortune is not supporting you. So don't get overcritical of your belief system. This is the time. I know, I understand that 9th house is the house of your fortune, your divinity, your higher spiritual knowledge, and Venus is your 5th and 10th lord. It is the one of the best planet for you, and it is getting debilitated, and it will be a very difficult time, I will say. But this transit is going to be a very shorter one. It's a very short transit, I will say. So don't overdo anything. Don't think of it much, because the time will go away. Only be careful regarding that whatever work you do, that work should be in accordance to dharma, righteousness, because 9th house is the house of dharma. Be very careful regarding that. Otherwise, very soon when Venus enters the sign of Libra, that time you will see that how the influence of Venus in the sign of Libra in 10th house, it impacts your career and profession in a more beautiful manner. So that's it for the Capricorn people for the month of August 2021. For the Aquarius people, Saturn, the Lagna Lord, will be transiting in the 12th house, and it is retrograde at this moment. So first of all, I will say that although it is transiting in its own house, it will take care of your comforts and pleasures, no doubt about that, but take care of your health. And this will also make you feel that you can be focusing on those aspects of your life spiritually in isolation or in solitude. So you can move at some faraway place and find the peace of mind. Okay, you can find the goal of your life. You may feel like that. Okay, and since it is getting retrograde, so I will say this is the time when you have to be doing for the other people, doing for the help of the other people, for just like charity. This is not the time when you will be getting support from everyone. You will be cooperating people, but you may feel that I am not getting the help from everyone. You may feel like that. There will be a time, but don't worry, very soon Saturn will come direct. Saturn is a slow planet, so this is the time when you have to do your karma in a proper manner, in a proper right manner. Very soon, when Saturn becomes direct, it will give you the good results. At present, Jupiter is transiting over your Lagna, it is getting retrograde. But since it is transiting over the first house, it will make sure that you have a proper personality in front of the whole world. People will respect you, your impression in front of the whole world will be much more better. It will impact your fifth house of self-expression, your progeny. So you will be able to express yourself more in a more better manner. Your relationship with your progeny will be good. Your marital matters will be taken care of by Jupiter. It will aspect the 7th house, and also it will aspect the 9th house of luck and fortune. So you will feel that yes, luck and fortune is favoring me. Even if everything is, some things are going ups and downs, but still there is some hidden positive energy who is always supporting me, who is always with me. Some divine power is always helping me out. You will feel that. Rahu will be transiting through your 4th house in the sign of Taurus, so it is a good transit. I will say it will make sure that it will you will take more interest for the domestic peace and happiness. You will be able to restore or solve the problems which you wanted to make sure that yes, these things I should take care of. So you will be able to resolve those things. But I will say that without solving or resolving the older things, do not start any new thing. Do one by one, and you will see that how this Rahu will give a very good result through this transit in the sign of Taurus in your 4th house. At present, Mars and Venus is transiting through your 7th house. So because of this transit of Mars, there will be some kind of disputes or conflicts, okay, with your spouse, wife or husband, or your business partners. The aspect of Mars will be on the 2nd house of your speech. So you can be you may speak in a very straightforward, rude manner because of your that aggression and impulsion. Although there is an influence of Venus and Jupiter, but still you have to be very careful regarding all those things. Venus will be transiting in the 7th house, so this transit will be a very good one. It will make sure that it will maintain the peace at your homely environment. Although there will be some that burning fire or passion because of that Mars, Venus will try to cool it down. But Venus will enter the sign of Virgo on 11th of August in the 8th house. So that time I will say you have to be very careful because Venus is your 9th lord. And this transit of Venus, you may feel that suddenly you may feel that now your relationship with your means partners or the overall marital life with the other people, means how you handle your joint assets. So that time you may feel that you may start feeling critical about all those things, or you may feel that I don't want to handle all these things. Suddenly you may feel that the positive divine power which you expect to have by your side, you may feel that I'm not getting that vibes, I'm not getting that positive energies, because Venus is your 9th lord. Venus is also your 4th lord, so it will impact your happiness index also. Although this transit is going to be a very shorter one, so you have to be very careful, put your steps with caution. since it is the 8th house, so don't do suddenly anything. Be very careful regarding your actions, because sudden things will happen. Suddenly something may happen, so you have to be prepared for that. But very soon, when Venus will enter the sign of Libra in your 9th house, that will be the rise of your fortune. It will be a new sunshine for you. That will be a very good time for you, I will say, overall. At present, Sun and Mercury is transiting through your 6th house. So this is a very good transit. Overall, I will say. This transit of Sun and Mercury through your 6th house, because this will make sure that whatever work you do with perfection. Your relationship with your authorities, with your superiors, means in your service sector, will be very good one. It will make sure that it gives you victory over your opponents. It cut down your diseases. Suppose if you are suffering from something, because of this transit of Sun, you will get cured of that illness, of that sickness. Your health will be much more better because of this transit, you will see. So this transit is a very favorable one, I will say. It is a very good transit overall. Your communication with your coordinates, with your co-workers, with your superiors will be a very good one because of this transit of Mercury. But very soon Mercury will enter the sign of Leo on 8th of August, and Sun will enter the sign of Leo in 16th of August. So that time your 7th house will be very powerful. So that interval, when these planets are transiting through your 7th house, that will be a testing phase as far as your marriage, your spouse, marital matters, business, partnerships, relationships are concerned. Business, trade, all. Only one thing I will say, do not hesitate to ask for cooperation. Do not hesitate to do the compromise. It's all about you and your spouse. It's a mode of cooperation. You both are complementary to each other. So, if it is required, do the compromise, because this is what this transit is asking you to do. Trust me, if you cooperate with your spouse, you will see that how beautifully your spouse is helping you out. And there is no hesitation to take the help from your partner. In fact, this will increase the bond between you and that person. Because planets are moving, planets are giving you sudden challenges. It is testing you that yes, now everything was good. Let me see, is it really good? So now this is the testing time. So you have to be very perfect regarding your decision making, regarding how you impact your marital matters through your own personality. That's it for the Aquarius people for the month of August 2021. For the Pisces people, Jupiter will be transiting in your 12th house and it is getting retrograde. And this is the time when you have to be very much focused towards your spiritual and occult and religious learnings, philosophical learnings. It will give you a proper idea to have those knowledge which you wouldn't have got before. Because of this transit, you will be having those ideas. You may also think of that if you stay alone, if you stay in an isolated place, in some solitude, you will have more peace of mind. You may feel that I would be able to do my work in a more better manner. But at the same time, I will say, since Jupiter is your Lagna Lord, take care of your health. Jupiter is the significator of your wealth, of your 5th house, that is the progeny, your 9th house, your 11th house, and 12th house is the house of loss. So normally the transit of Jupiter through the 12th house is normally not considered very good. But you can take it in a positive manner by impacting your life in a spiritual way of living. Any spiritual way of living or spiritual path can bring happiness in your life, because Jupiter will aspect the 4th house of happiness directly by its 5th aspect. It will also aspect the 8th house by its ninth aspect. So this is the time if you learn certain philosophical ideas, some spiritual ideas, religious or occult ideas, or have a spiritual way of living, this will give you very good result. Saturn will be transiting through your 11th house and in a retrograde motion in its own sign. So this will be bringing a very good change, very good result as far as your gains are concerned. It will give you new ideas regarding how to improve your gains, or what are the things which you need to do so that it will improve your profits. It will make sure that how to indulge yourself in the network circle to make more profits out of it, to make sure that what projects you start, it goes for the completion and you get the ultimate success and results, proper results out of it. So this Saturn will be teaching you new things, so that which you implement in your life can give you more better results as far as your fulfillment of wishes and gains are concerned. This transit of Saturn will bring all sorts of good news in your life. But since Saturn is a slow planet, it will be asking for your commitment and patience also. So just hold on, do your work in a proper manner. You see how beautifully this Saturn gives you the proper result in your life. Rahu will be transiting in your 3rd house, and this Rahu will make sure that whatever work you do, whatever actions you take, means wherever you want to show your courage and bravery, means the action and direction of your life, Rahu will give you proper results through it. It will make sure that it will remove the complexities and all the interruptions from your life, and it will clear your path basically. Through your communication, through your words, your way of speaking, you will be able to have lots of gains in your life. You will be seeing that yes, now you can start new things and you are going to get paid because of those things, because of this transit of Rahu through the 3rd house. Sun and Mercury is at present transiting in the 5th house. So this is the time when you can learn new things to improve your creative intelligence. But at the same time, it is also asking you that don't get egoistic, because that knowledge can also make you egoistic, which can lead to some kinds of arguments or mental anxiety or stress. But this is a very good time to express yourself creatively, because the presence of Sun and Mercury in the 5th house. But very soon, Sun is going to enter its own sign Leo in the 6th house on 16th of August, and Mercury is going to enter the sign of Leo on 8th of August. So that time this Sun and Mercury will be giving you more better result. Although Mercury is your 7th lord coming into the 6th house, is not considered good as far as your marital matters are concerned. So you have to take care of the health of your spouse regarding any matters related to your marriage. You have to be very careful regarding that. Not only that, Mercury is also your 4th lord. So you have to be very careful regarding how you maintain the happiness and peace at your home. You may feel that your happiness index is going down, you may feel, so you have to take care regarding those things. Otherwise, the transit of Sun through the 6th house will be a good one after 16th of August, because it will be giving you that proper energy, focus and concentration to make your impact in front of your superiors and authorities. You will get that recognition from them. Not only that, if someone is working under you, you will also take care of those people. It will cut down your enemies, it will cut down of your diseases. In fact, this transit is going to make you much more healthy. So you have to be very careful regarding your health also, because it is giving you that energy. So now it's all about your own discipline. If you are disciplined, then this transit is going to be super beautiful for you. And as far as your Mercury is concerned, I already told about the marriage and domestic peace matter. It is the 4th and 7th lord. Otherwise, the transit of Mercury through the 6th house is normally considered very good, because your communication with your co-workers, subordinates, with your people, with your who are in superiors or authorities, it will become very good. But only thing you have to be very careful, that don't manipulate the things. Only thing you have to be very careful regarding that. Otherwise, this transit is going to be very good one. At present, Mars and Venus is transiting through the 6th house. This transit is a very good, although transit of Venus through the 6th house is not good, because Venus is the significator of marriage, and transit of Venus through the 6th house can create some kind of marital problems or conflicts or disputes. But overall, this Venus will improve your relationship with your superiors, your communication with your superiors. It will bring gains in your life, gain of wealth. Transit of Mars through the 6th house is a very good one, because it will give you proper energy in your service sector, in your work sector. Means whatever work you do, you will do with perfection, because for that you need that energy. It will give you that energy. It will also make sure that it will cut down all the enemies. It will give you that overall success in your life. But since 6th house is the Dusthana house, don't act out of your impulsion and aggression, because it can also lead to injuries, wounds and accidents. Otherwise, this transit of Mars is a very good one, I will say, as far as your work sector is concerned. On 11th of August, Venus will enter the sign of Virgo in the 7th house. So that time it is getting debilitated, and the most important thing is that Venus will be transiting through your 7th house as the significator of 7th house, and it is getting debilitated. It is the 8th lord also. So this time I will say that don't be very critical regarding yourself also. Don't be very critical regarding your spouse, your partners. Try to maintain the relationship as it is. Don't overdo anything. I know it will be very difficult during this time when it is transiting through the 7th house, but since it is the transit of Venus is going to be a very shorter one, the time will pass very quickly, you will feel. But only thing, you have to take care of your marital relationships very properly. Regarding your marital affairs, your marital matters, your relationships, your joint assets, don't come into any kind of contracts or partnerships during this period, during this transit of Venus. Try to make sure that you maintain the peace along with your spouse. If necessary, ask for cooperation from your spouse. Don't be very critical of yourself also and your spouse also. So that's the most important part. So that's it for the Pisces people for the month of August 2021. So that's it from my side. If you have liked this video, press the like button, share it to your near and dear ones, and if you are new to this channel, tap onto the subscribe button, click onto the notification bell icon, so that every time I make a new video you get notified instantly. And your comments are always welcome to me. Do write to me in the comment box. So on this note, I am signing off for today. Thanking you. Bye bye.